It is time. It's that time of the week to go to confession to talk to Don AJ, the all-knowing, all-sport mastermind, mafioso. He is the man, the Don, the godfather of good sportsmanship, and he is here to tell us all about the world of sports and life. And his name is AJ Day.
Good morning, Jack. And I promise you, America, there will be no fights on this show like the Michigan Ohio State game yesterday.
I
I
hope they don't
promise.
have to break out any pepper spray on you.
I promise there will be no fights. We will be all American all the time, and we'll be all international all the time. But no fights will be had on this show.
You're
So
pretty good at starting them, though.
I finished them, Jack. I didn't start.
Hey, all right. Well, you started there. Let's go there. First of all,
Man,
the game itself, shocking.
shocking, very shocking.
You didn't see that coming.
No, I
Nobody
have a
did.
confession. I didn't watch the game
Okay.
because I was too busy with basketball stuff yesterday. We had practice in the morning and a retreat in the afternoon, so I didn't get the chance to watch the game.
I didn't see anything except for the very end, and then I saw some highlights later.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I mean,
Ohio State had some big turnovers. That
they missed two
interception.
field goals as well. So
Yep. And one of them was close. I mean, I don't know what the first one was, but the one I saw they missed was a
one
chip
was
shot.
one was 34 yards. So
Yeah, that's too close to miss. Um, all right, so Michigan has now won four straight over Ohio State, and Michigan players after the game went to plant their flag in the O in the middle of the
yep,
field,
yep,
to which the Ohio State Buckeyes took exception and tore the
yep.
flag out and a pushing and shoving. I don't know if any punches were thrown, but they got
Let's call it
that.
what it is. It was a melee.
Yeah,
Just a little melee. I
yeah.
I think it escalated as other people got involved. But well,
It wasn't anything like the Palace at Auburn Hills a few years ago
no,
where they were swinging at spectators as well. So, what do you think about that, Abe? What do you think about the situation of how it started, and what do you think about the fight and all that?
there's no place for that in college football. I think, and this is a little extreme, but I think Ohio State's lucky if they don't get a bowl ban after that.
They are still in the playoff mix.
I know, but I think after that you got to keep them out now.
Really?
I, I mean, you
What
lose
about
the
the people who say Michigan started it by throwing the thing down in their field?
Baker Mayfield did the same thing a couple of years ago and nothing happened.
Right? Does that make it right?
Well, I mean, it's a rivalry game. I mean, they won four straight. What do you want them to do? Like, you want them to just walk away and say, "Oh, we won four straight." No, I react honestly in a rivalry game. I react the same way. Not
You would not, you big liar.
no,
You would never be that bad of a sport,
but
bad of
I'm
a
saying
winner.
no, but I'm saying like anything can happen in a rivalry game, right? It's called
Anything
a game.
shouldn't happen.
No, but I know it shouldn't. But you lost four straight. Don't be a sore loser.
But that's crossing the line. That's nothing about being a sore loser. There's a difference between being a good winner and being a jerk and being a sore loser. The
Yep.
Michigan guy, I don't know the player's name who was getting interviewed while it was going on, said, "That's no good. It has no place in sports. Somebody just got to learn how to lose." Like it was on Ohio
Yeah,
State. Like,
yeah, you lost. Yeah, you lost 5 games this year. Don't say it. So maybe I'll learn how to lose. Don't tell me that.
yeah.
So
So but I'm shocked with this, AJ, that you're sticking up for Ohio State. That the whole thing. I'm not. I think it's Michigan's got to be better than that. When you beat someone, the knowledge that you beat someone should be enough, but you don't have to be an
well,
a hole.
no, that's what I'm saying. You've lost 5 games this year, so don't give me the whole. Somebody's got to learn how to lose.
Yeah,
That's kind of shady. That's kind of shady on Michigan's part, to be honest.
it is. All right. So, what do you think about the rest of the college football landscape?
Shocking, shocking Saturday. Don't be surprised if this happens. Don't be surprised if South Carolina. They were 15th in the country going into yesterday. Don't be surprised if they get in.
Well, they should.
They should. After going into Clemson, Lenore Sellers, the freshman quarterback for South Carolina, is the real deal, man. They should get in.
Where are they ranked now, AJ? Do you know?
They were 15th going into yesterday.
15th. Okay. That's what's really getting hard, confusing is teams are ranked higher than 12 or lower than 12, and they're still automatic bids. It's hard to keep track. Like Arizona State,
So,
I don't know what they're ranked now.
did they win the conference? They won the
Yeah, they wiped Arizona out yesterday, like 49-7 or something.
Yeah, they're in a championship game then. So.
Yeah.
Arizona State and Iowa State, I think, is in.
Is Iowa State the Big 12 or whatever it is now representative?
Yeah. Well, there's two teams. There'll be a championship game. So.
Who do they? Is it like basketball then, where it doesn't matter who wins the regular? Well, you can be the regular season, but the only automatic bid is the championship.
Yeah, the only automatic bid is the championship. So.
I don't agree with that either.
No. It should be regular season and you should get awarded for the work you do in the regular season.
Right. Agree. All right. So what do you think of the rest of the whole Saturday of college football? Were there any games? There weren't any good games, I don't think. Were there?
No.
Oh, well, Michigan and Ohio State was close, but still low scoring.
No. But there were a lot of shocking upsets, but a lot of teams came out flat. It's the last Saturday, but it should be statement Saturday. It was definitely a statement Saturday for some lower level teams. So,
I was sad to see the Ducks win. I was
over Washington.
Crushed them pretty much. I was not happy. I couldn't root for Ohio State or Michigan. Margot asked me, "Who are you rooting for?" I go, "I don't know."
Yeah, right.
So now Penn State is going to play Oregon. Do they have a chance?
No, they don't have enough offense.
They have a shitty coach.
Tell us how you really feel, Jack.
He's an a-hole.
Do you see what he did yesterday?
No.
He went and scored in the last 30 seconds of the game.
That's total class. Just what he is all about. I wouldn't expect anything less from that idiot.
Yeah, right.
Any other teams that you say who are some team? Can anybody who makes a playoff, AJ, can they win it? Do you think, or are there teams that just aren't going to win it?
There's a team that I think is going to win it, but it's not going to be the most popular pick.
Okay, go ahead.
Nobody can stop that guy from Boise State.
Well, I'm rooting for them.
Oregon can't even stop them. He rushed over 200 yards.
You know who could stop him? Based on what I saw last night?
Who?
Texas. Texas defensive line and their entire defense are fat. They're fast, strong, and good.
Well, I guess it depends on the matchup. Yeah,
that's the best. That's the best defense that I saw this year in college.
Yeah, they're an NFL defense. Psych knows how to recruit for sure.
I mean, their offense is good, but that defense just shut down A&M. I was hoping for a good game, and A&M just couldn't get close. They had one pick six. Other than that,
there was a conference championship spot on the line yesterday in that game. Correct? The winner got the winner.
Yes. Yes. So Texas goes and plays Georgia next week in the conference championship.
That'll be a heck of a game if you remember the first one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They played each other. They played each other. They got into almost like not a shouting match after the game.
Yeah. I was very impressed with Texas last night.
Quite the spectacle. So should be
and Alabama and Auburn had a fight too, didn't they, at the end or something?
Kentucky and Louisville had a fight. There were like 4 fights yesterday. Jeez.
It's just people trying to run up the score so they look better in the rankings.
Yeah, right.
Which is is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
No class. Okay, let's talk about something good. Oh, wait, college football. You were wrong again. You said the Badgers were going to win.
Jack, that was
AJ,
just depressing.
okay. I'm coming back to my question now because what I asked you came true. What if they don't win another game, which they didn't, and they get not close in any other game, which they didn't? Is Fickle safe, or is Fate fickle?
I think he's got to be, man.
You and your dad said he was going to be safe because he needs another year.
I think he's good. What? Put it this way. Not that recruiting rankings matter because they don't. But for some reason, he put together the number 17 class for next year's group. Now, if he doesn't win next year, he's gone. But let me ask you this:
Okay.
define winning at Wisconsin. What standard are we going by? Are we going by
9-2.
Are we going by the Chris standard of win almost 10 games every year, but not win the big one?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Because that's realistic. Although, no, I wanted to freaking these teams are winning from the guy. What's his nuts is doing that at Indiana. I mean, they got drilled by Ohio State, but they won 10 games this year. If Indiana can do it, Wisconsin can do it.
I agree. Well, Wisconsin's got a better athletics program.
Okay, so there you
agree
go.
I agree with you, and I think they will. I think they will. Don't be surprised if Carter Smith starts next year.
Is that the freshman you've been pumping up all year?
No. This is the guy that coming in next year.
Is he coming from high school or college?
High school.
Where high school? What high school?
Lakeland in Florida.
If he knows how bad the Badgers are this year, does he decommit?
No, he decommitted from Michigan to go to Wisconsin.
Okay, so you can only decommit once?
Yeah, you can only decommit once.
I don't know any of the rules. Okay, so he's stuck being a Badger.
Yeah.
Let's hope it turns into something good.
He committed November 28th after the Oregon game. So.
Okay, so Badgers are, what's their record? Do you know?
They finished 5-7.
All right, so they ain't going to a bowl. First time in 100 years.
In 22.
And do you think, or what do you think you're going to, let's assume they give Fickle another year, which you think they will. And we probably would have heard something by now if they were going to do anything to him, right?
Yeah.
So he comes back next year. What do you predict the Badgers? You said 8-4 this year. You're really close. They were 5-7. What is your lock prediction for their record next year?
You know, I haven't even looked at the schedule.
I don't care.
But I'm saying
it's going to be some mix. They're going to have some, like this year. They'll have some premier elite Big Ten teams, and they don't have Alabama non-conference next year, do they?
Well, let's assume that Penn State's coming. Assume that they don't play Penn State next year because they're playing 2 years in a
row. Okay, but they haven't. Excuse me, they haven't played Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
So they got to get Ohio State back. They got to get Michigan. They're going to be playing some good teams. I
assume that they're going to go 9-3.
Okay, I hope you're right.
That would make me happy.
That would make you happy. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, if AJ's happy, we're all happy. I'd be happy with 9-3 after this debacle this year.
Yeah, they go 9-3.
If you could come up with one word to describe the Badgers football season this year, to sum it up, what would that one word be?
Offensively, 2 words.
Nope, one word.
Sluggish.
Mine is unwatchable.
Yep.
You're right, and I'm right.
Their offense was bad, and their defense was not enough to cover it.
The defense was good, but they couldn't sustain it over a whole game against good teams, or even against decent teams.
And they got injured later in the year, so you could just tell.
Right.
It wasn't a ball.
Right. That guy from that back was running all over him yesterday.
The
Number 1 from Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah. But that's not a surprise considering Caleb Johnson did the same thing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's enough of that. Yeah. Let's hope 93. I hope you are right.
Yep.
Even though you're a homer, you make an informed homer choice. So I'm going with you on this one. I hope you're right. So
Okay, cool.
Where do you want to go next? You want to talk about the good news that happened
Let's
on
go
Thursday?
let's go basketball, man.
Okay.
It's all good news and the basketball front right now.
All right. What we got?
We got both Marquette and Wisconsin at 8-0. Which the last one that happened, I don't know when it was. We got the Bucks at 10-9 now. After
You called that one right. You got that one right.
I did get that one right. I'm excited to get that one right. 10-9 after starting 2-8, and we got a full week. But we'll go with basketball first.
Okay.
We'll go back to Thanksgiving in the NFL and all that stuff.
Okay.
So basketball is going really well right now. Not just for me either. It's going. The Bucks are 10-9. They started 2-8. They're now, I believe, 5th or 6th in the East. Which the East is really bad. So it's very very home very 500-ish.
Well, they have a lot of bad teams, and they have 2 really good ones, right? They have Cleveland and Boston are really good.
Cleveland and Boston. But
yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you saw the stat yesterday. The Atlanta Hawks are the only team to beat the Cavs twice, and also the only team to lose to the Wizards twice.
Somebody better check the Vegas numbers and see if anybody on Atlanta is putting down some heavy numbers on themselves, and then against then on Washington.
Wouldn't surprise me if Trey is.
No, how's he doing?
He's all right. They're okay. I mean, they're not very good, but it's all right.
How did they beat Cleveland then? Twice. They're not very good.
They beat them in the Cup twice.
Wow.
The NBA Cup twice.
That's unusual.
Yeah. But the big one is Tuesday for the Bucks.
Who's that?
They got the Pistons, but both teams are 3-0 in the Cup. So
the Pistons are 3-0 in the Cup?
Yeah, they're 9-13 overall, but they're 3-0 in the Cup.
Okay. The Bucks went to overtime to beat them, and Giannis had to score 8,900 points.
59.
Yeah. What's your prediction? Is this a Cup game?
It's a Cup game. It's the last Cup game.
Okay. What's going to happen?
The Bucks are going to win by 6.
Where's it being played?
Detroit.
Is Detroit starting to pick up steam? Are their fans coming back? Are they starting to believe? They have a lot of good young talent.
They're still 9-13, so they're not really believing. But
that's 1,000,000% better than last year, right?
There's more wins than they had last year.
So they're coming around as they should. They've had a lot of high draft picks.
I like Cunningham, and I like the other kid.
Who's isn't Ivy there? Who went to Purdue?
Jaden Ivey, yeah, he's there.
Is he any good as a pro? I don't know.
He's solid, but he's not. He's a 20-point game scorer, so that's good.
That's pretty good.
Cunningham's pretty good too.
What are your surprises in the NBA so far in the season? Any?
Dallas's struggles have been a surprise to me. But
why?
But Luka's hurt, so because they made the Western Conference Finals last year.
Well, they made the finals, didn't they?
Yeah, well, they made the finals. My bad. They made the finals last year. So.
Yeah.
But again, the West is loaded. So.
Luka ball is boring to watch.
It's unwatchable.
Yeah. Yep. And he's out. What's wrong with him? Is it serious or not serious? What is it?
A weekly wrist injury.
Weekly wrist injury. Wrists are hard, man.
Yeah. Especially when you're a shooter like that.
Maybe that's why it's hurt. He shot too much.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So you're surprised by Dallas. What about in the East? Any surprises?
I guess
Cleveland being undefeated for so long.
Cleveland being undefeated for so long. Boston's not really a surprise.
I'm
Orlando,
surprised. Is Orlando good?
they're third in the
That's
East.
good for them compared to where they've been. Shit, I'll take
Yeah,
it. You know
but
who's not good is surprise is Philadelphia.
they're 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 both not good and they're both bad, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Is that big walking injury still playing or not playing?
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's go to college ball. It's more fun at this time of year. What are you thinking about Badgers and Marquette?
I love it. That's gonna be a huge showdown on Saturday.
Who's going to win?
It's at Marquette, so I'm gonna say Marquette's gonna win.
Any you Homer? Any do they play each other? Anybody else before they play each other this week?
Marquette plays Iowa State.
Are they good again?
They're really good, and they got a kid from PY. They're really good.
Okay. All right. What and will they still be undefeated when they meet up with Bucky?
It's gonna be at Iowa State, so it'll be hard. But I don't think so.
When is it, AJ?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. What about the Badgers? They played anybody?
Ooh, they play
I
Michigan.
saw. Well, I was going to say they got to be starting conference game. I saw Ohio State played Purdue yesterday, I believe.
Yeah. They play Michigan on Tuesday.
Okay. Is that Juwan Howard still coaching Michigan?
No.
No?
I don't know the guy who. I don't know the guy. The guy who coaches them is the guy that used to be at FAU.
Oh,
Dusty May.
Dusty May. Okay. Is he going to do well there?
I think he's got a big NIL budget, so I think he'll do pretty well. Yeah.
Do the NIL? I was thinking about this for football too, because Texas has all that money out during the game last night. Does the NIL? Are there any limits to that? Is there like a ceiling to what a school can pay?
I don't think so, unfortunately.
Okay. So it's like baseball then, Major League Baseball. The rich can spend as much as they want to get the players.
Especially if you're Oregon. Well, if you get the right boosters, if you're Oregon, you got the unlimited NIL consideration.
Yeah. Okay, well that's great that they're both doing well.
Yeah.
They started off well. Are you surprised at all by the 8-0s?
I think Wisconsin's been surprising to me. Just with the way their schedule shakes out. They went to Greenbrier and won that, so that was big time for them. They beat Pittsburgh and UCF in that. So, but I'm just thrilled with the way it's playing out for both of them.
Okay. Good. Well, let's go to NFL. Let's go back to Thursday, Thanksgiving Day.
Yes, sir. Thursday was a big day. Let's start with the negative.
Okay.
Let's start with Matt Eberflus.
Yep.
What are you doing, man? You leave a game with a timeout in your back pocket? Seriously?
Is that all on him, or shouldn't I hate it when they say, "Oh, he's only a rookie. He'll learn." They've been playing football their whole lives.
Yeah.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that rookie stuff.
No, you gotta call it. You gotta have awareness to call that, and you gotta realize the clock's still running.
Right. I don't care if plays coming in or not. Got to call timeout.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was another debacle. They lose again. Just because they got, even if they would have had a timeout, it was a long shot. They'd get a touchdown in that.
Well, even if they kicked the field goal there, it's 58 yards.
Yeah. What do you think? Does that tell us anything about Detroit Lions or no?
No, Thursday gonna tell us a lot.
Okay. The result, how it happened with the Bears and Lions. It's the first time the Bears won it in 7. They lost 7 Thanksgiving days in a row.
The Lions you're talking about, right?
Yeah. Oh, did I say? I'm sorry. Yeah, the Lions. So, what about the Packers then? Let's go to game 2 or game 3.
Excellent performance.
Were you surprised by anything?
Yes. I guess just the reaction of the Dolphins. They look cold. And that's not a joke. They just look cold. They looked like they couldn't play in the first half.
They did a lot better in the second half, but it was too late.
Yeah. They did a lot better in the second half.
What does this show about Jerry's not playing again or didn't play again?
Jair, yeah.
Yeah, he's not Jair until he plays and keeps his mouth shut. He's Jerry.
Jerry, of course.
Yeah. So Jerry didn't play, and who's the rookie? I wish he would have been able to play. I missed that guy with hamstring. Linebacker. Who's the first linebacker we chose? He got defensive player of the week 1 week.
Hopper.
No, the other guy. Undrafted. I'll look it up. But he didn't play. Hopefully he'll play. Cooper. Yeah. So have you heard anything about whether he'll play again or anything?
I don't know. I haven't heard a report. I hope he plays on Thursday. But
all right. Even though Josh Jacobs only had like 49 yards rushing or whatever, but he still had a great game.
He tore him up with receiving yards. So
yeah. Yeah. Do you think they'll be able to run on Detroit?
Yes. It's inside.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Do you think? We don't know about Jerry or Cooper. Who else was out yesterday? There was another one.
Those.
Man,
that's all. That's all I'm touring now.
There was another inactive on the defense. I can't think of it. But anyway, all right. What's your prediction for Packers at Lions on Thursday evening?
I'm gonna make one.
Okay.
And this is full caveat. I'm not gonna be able to watch the game.
Okay.
I have a game Thursday night myself.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a prediction here. 24-21 Packers.
Because
I think the defense will be able to slow them down enough.
The first game with the Packers and Lions at Lambeau, Lions pretty much drilled them, right?
Yeah, right.
Why? What do you think what's making you change the outcome?
The defense is a little better and the offense is more explosive. They figured out how to use Josh Jacobs out of the backfield. So
He's a lot to handle.
He's a load, man.
Yeah. What do you think now about? There's an article I saw that there are two big free agent acquisitions are leading the team.
Xavier McKinney and Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Somebody posted a photo on Facebook and said, "Thank you for changing our lives," and it was just them two.
Oh God.
As Packer fans. No, but it was cool. I mean, it's cool though. They went out and spent money, and the money's producing, so it's cool.
Yep. McKinney, in addition to the interceptions, man, he's all over the field. The Packers haven't had a safety like that since Butler.
He flies all over the field.
Right. We used to having Darnell Savage watch everybody run by him and be unaware.
Right. By the way, thank you to the NBC for getting Jordan's deserved turkey leg that he didn't get last year.
You were a big thing. That's a big thing to you, huh?
It was big time. Did you see that turkey? That was a big time turkey too.
All right, it was a big time turkey. What? Speaking of big time turkeys, Jerry Jones' team won. You have anything to say about Dallas and New York Giants?
That was just awful, man.
Do you have anything to say about Daniel Jones signing with the Vikes?
Yes, I do.
Which is?
That's a good insurance policy for them, I think.
Yeah,
I think he'll fit in well there because I think O'Connell's a good coach when it comes to developing quarterbacks.
Yeah, he is. AJ.
What's up?
Why are you down here?
What's up?
Nothing. All right. Anything for today's NFL action that you think is worth?
Speaking of Minnesota, speaking of O'Connell, I think they're going to lose today.
Do you? At home?
Arizona, inside. Speed.
Yeah.
Harrison Jr., Kyler Murray.
I hope you're right. Yeah.
How about the way the Chiefs came in Thursday, Friday?
Oh, that was terrible.
Bad snap, everything.
Yeah, the quarterback said it was his fault.
Of course it was. As it should be.
Yeah, I was surprised they stayed that close.
Not really. They beat them last year. I wasn't surprised.
No?
They beat them last year. They were ahead. So.
Yeah. That was a tough one to watch.
But I wonder if Pierce is going to keep his job now.
I don't think he should.
I don't think he should. I always said this. There's a difference between an interim and a head coach. Because interim and a full-time coach. Because interim is just really hard. Because interim's not that hard because you don't have any expectations. But once you become the full-time coach, once you become the full-time, it's a different story.
Yeah, I think they didn't name the interim last time when they got rid of Biasaka. He was, yeah.
By the way, thank you for that one.
Yeah, he's helped us.
Yeah, he's very much so. Black field goal a couple times, and yeah, it's been good.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else in the world of sports?
Nothing. Programming note for those who care, and those who are listening. Tuesday nights, as far as me goes, the nights will have to be adjusted. Well, can be adjusted, but I have school and basketball now. So.
Oh, good for you. All right, we'll work it out. Don't worry about that. Okay, what about, you got any AJ's advice and words of wisdom that you glean from sports and apply to life?
Yes, sir.
What you got?
I was watching the game the other night.
Which game?
I was watching the Maui Invitational the other night. And all these kids are moving schools and stuff. And I was watching Memphis play. And I would just say, follow, if you're going to watch a sport, it might be in your best interest to follow your team rather than a player. Because these kids move around so much now.
That's for sure.
That might be in your best interest to follow a team. But be loyal to your team rather than a player. Because with kids moving around so much, it's more important to be loyal to your squad. Does that make sense? Yep.
Be loyal to the front of the jersey, not the back.
Yeah, right. Because you never know where people are going to go now.
Yeah. It's every year. It's
wild changing now. Especially with basketball. I mean, I watched Memphis play the other night. They have 4 new starters.
And all with college experience somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
Well, Indiana football, their quarterback was a transfer.
But he was a James Madison transfer, correct?
Yeah.
But the point is, he was with the coach he started with.
Still, he's brand new, is my point. This is his first year.
Exactly. He's good. He's good, though. He's really good. He's a stud.
You're a stud. All right, stud. Good advice. Follow your team. Hang in there until you realize who's playing for you and who's not playing for you.
Yeah, and don't fall in love with the recruiting either, because you never know how people are going to pan out.
That's right. Okay, so to summarize, it's be loyal to your team, give Fickle another chance. You think the Packers are going to win a close one.
Yeah.
And those are the lessons from today.
I'll be catching the end of the game because I'll be on my way back from West End.
Okay. Well, good luck to you this week.
Thank you.
We'll be in touch. We'll put out when we know when AJ is going to be on. We'll let you know this week.
Thank you.
Until then, enjoy your Sunday off from the Packers.
And remember, we already won, so we don't have to worry.
That's right.
All right. Sounds good, brother.
All right. Thanks. AJ Volkey.